Hi, this is Josh Olson. I'm the Director of Development over at Camp Timberley, and this is another edition of Kunes Car Convo. Today we're going to be talking with Kimberly Vohler of the 531 Fund about the upcoming balloon adventure in the community. We're going to be driving a 2026 Chevrolet Tahoe RST. Welcome to the Kunes Car Convo again. I am Josh Olson, the Director of Development over at Camp Timberley. I said I'm speaking with Kimberly Vohler of the 531 Fund, but you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
So I'm the Executive Director for the 531 Fund, which is a organization that supports other organizations through events.
That's awesome. So how long have you been with the 531 Fund? Give some history, some background of what the 531 Fund is.
Yeah, so the 531 Fund is a charitable organization in the zip code 531, which is where we get our name from. Formerly called Santa Claus. We rebranded because we wanted to be able to incorporate some new events that weren't Christmas related.
Yeah.
So the board voted and we rebranded about a year ago, and so it's been around since 2016. This is our 10th year as a nonprofit supporting local nonprofits in the community. Yeah. We reached the $1 million mark last year that we've given away to organizations in the community.
That's exciting. So that brings us to the upcoming event, which is the balloon adventure.
Exactly.
Do you want to give some background on that, and how long has that been around, and what is the balloon adventure? That sounds like a lot of fun, but what is it?
Yeah, so the balloon adventure is a fully immersive event that is created out of over 100,000 balloons. Wow. So the event is held at Pier 290 in their boat showroom, and we transformed that entire space into an immersive event with lots of colors and balloons, and this year's theme, Bugging Out, is going to be all bug related. Yeah. So, but it's really cool. We have a lot of activities within that, and it's been really great. So this is our third annual event. And we're really excited about this year. So.
Yeah, and these, because from last year where we were a part of it as well, doing the underwater theme, these are, you don't want to undersell, these are giant balloon structures that they have.
Exactly.
You could walk through them, and 100,000 balloons are not put to waste. These are really cool structures. How many balloon artists do you get together to do and put something like this on?
So Sarah Meyer is the owner of Wisconsin Balloon Decor, and she brings, I think, 14 of her close friends from all over the country, actually. We have people that come from Canada. We have a sister duo that comes from Canada. We have balloon artists coming from, I believe, Alabama, Utah, Florida, Chicago. So they're coming from all over the place. Yeah. And they all come in, and a lot of these balloon artists have their own specialty. So Sarah has reached out to them to come and help her, so that she can create this massive install and make it kid friendly and and all that. So. Yeah.
I'll turn around up here. What makes the balloon adventure different compared to some other the 531 Fund events, and what was kind of like the genesis of it? If you remember, what made it we need a balloon event that is all these structures and stuff. It's just such a cool and unique idea. Just kind of wondering, for the people listening, how do you come up with something like that?
That was not my idea. That was a Sarah idea. Wow. Sarah is very creative and had participated in another event that was nationwide, and just thought it would be a great fit to bring it to Lake Geneva. And so we collaborated and got it started.
How has been the feedback and the reception from the people that have attended the events in the past, from the kids, from the parents? Maybe talk about how each person has a place that fits within the balloon adventure, and how it is made for people of all ages.
It
and
is.
stuff.
It is made for. It definitely is created for all ages. It's really fun. I think I have mentioned before, like, some of my favorite moments from last year were the grandparents that brought their grandchildren.
Yeah.
And how much they loved, like, they just took their time going through and doing all the activities.
Right.
And just was really involved with it. And so it was really fun to see them interact with their grandkids. We have seniors that love to come and go through and just, like, they're more curious about, like, the behind the scenes, like, like, how was that built? How did they do that? So they have a lot of, like, structure questions and how things were fabricated and that kind of thing. And the kids love it because, there's a lot of interactive activities throughout the entire event. We strategically planned it that way so that, that they were, involved in it more, and, it would be, more special elements, right? But what's really fun for this year's theme, because it's bugging out, is that Camp Timberley has a science program that you guys do at camp, right?
Yes,
so,
yes.
That was, like, kind of our idea was, like, how can we incorporate that? How can we, bring that science element into our, event that is made out of balloons? So we're really excited about that. It's been fun collaborating about that.
Yeah. How I mean, maybe you could speak a little bit. I mean, that's where we come along, Camp Timberley, as a youth camp. We just felt like it was a great fit, and we're obviously very blessed to be one of the beneficiaries for this year and then last year before as well. It's been a really good partnership and pairing. What is the decision process between how does the 531 Fund come to that, and what made Camp Timberley a good fit? Maybe you could speak into that.
Yeah, so we support other charities through our other events, and they were chosen by the board. We're actually in the process of having a little more formal application process, and but they're chosen by the board. The board, we get requests, and so they'll give us a little information about their organization, and then that is presented to the board. I take that to the board and say, these are charities that are interested. What do you think? But that is how Camp Timberley got involved, is that, we had one of your employees reach out to us, and so we met and had a discussion, and I took it to the board and said, this would be a great fit for our, kid event, balloons, when you think about balloons, you think kids, right?
Yeah.
So it's a great fit, I think, for that aspect, because, you guys work with children, and this is a great children event. So,
absolutely. I definitely think it's a great fit, and this year it's right around people's spring break.
It is.
So if they're not doing anything in the area and they're looking for things to do on spring break, and they've stayed local, they're not on vacation, this is a great spot, because we have some, like you mentioned, some special events. Maybe you want to talk about some of those special events. We're doing like a movie night, different things like that, that maybe some of the kids would like to go to.
Yeah, so one of our fun ones that I really enjoyed last year was the kid dance that we had. And it's called our Afterglow Rave. And the Afterglow Rave is you purchase your ticket, you come in and get to go through the balloon adventure, and then you get to end the evening with a dance. We have a DJ Felix coming in to do all of our music for us. And so the kids just get to dance away the night with some glow sticks and some other, some snacks and different fun things. And it was so fun to see, again, grandparents who brought their grandchildren out, to dance with their kids, parents coming out with their kids to dance. It was really a lot of fun. Another fun event was our movie night. And that's we're calling our Blockbuster event, and so we're gonna watch a movie under the canopy of trees this year. Last year it was under the ocean, so it was fun. So we watched a movie last year, and they get popcorn and snacks, and they bring their little blankets, and they come dressed in their pajamas, and get to watch the movie under amongst all the balloons. And so that was a lot of fun too. The kids really enjoyed that.
That's great. With an event of this scale and your experience leading it, what are some of the most challenging aspects of putting this all together? I mean, imagining organizing all the balloon artists, getting them into town, and all of the work that needs to be done. What are some of the most challenging parts with organizing an event of this scale?
I don't know, it's like the things that you think like you're on top of everything, and it's the unexpected things that sometimes like kind of detour you a little bit. But for the most part, like working with Sarah from Wisconsin Balloon Decor, she really handles all of the balloon artists and manages like them getting here and all that. And so my job really is just to, work with the marketing, to work with making sure that, we're doing all of our things, getting everything in all our ducks in a row so that we can make sure that it goes seamlessly. But, collaborating with you guys and having our meetings to go over things and talk about our ideas and, is helpful. So it's not like all on my shoulders. It's my committee that, is, working hard behind the scenes as well. So.
Yeah, and how long does it take for the artist to build all of the structures in the event space? How long does that take?
So they will start Sunday morning, and they will complete it by 4 o'clock on Wednesday, so 4 days.
Wow.
They put long hours in to make sure that they're, completing all the things that they need to, all the finishing touches. It's really cool to watch it come together. It's crazy. They literally build walls with balloons, and they like separate the room with these walls and tunnels and everything, and then they go back in and they add all these great elements. And last year, one of the elements that I absolutely loved was this ginormous whale that they had put on a wall. And and it was like it wasn't in your face, like you really had to kind of look to find it, but it was super cool. So it's just, it's fun to watch them bring it all together and to see all the fun little, techniques that they try, or, little designs that they add in, the little touches that make a big difference. And, they're, all these balloon artists have jobs in balloon and a balloon business back home, and so they all have their specialties, and they just bring them all here and put it all in one room. So that's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And one of the cool parts about building all the balloons is actually getting to pop them at the end, which is another special event, which I'm sure for some kids is a great, and some families. So I know I know popping balloons can be fun. So if you want to do that 100,000 scale balloon, that's what we do at the end of the event. And maybe you could share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the final event is the balloon popping party, and we give them instructions. So they get to come, they go through the build, and then we'll give them instructions on how to do it. Like, we don't want them jumping into the balloons because, you never know what's in there, that they've fabricated around. So we like for them, we give them very specific directions. But it is kind of fun. It's crazy when you look at like when Sarah comes in with all of her balloons, they're all deflated, right? So you have like all these bags of balloons, and then she starts blowing up the balloons and creates this massive event, this massive structure. And then at the end, we're popping them all, and they all go back down to the deflated, so it's like, wow, it's like it took over the room, and now at the end you have just like a garbage bag full of balloons. But she works with a recycling company, and so she's able to recycle those balloons when we're done with them.
That's good. So with the partnership with Camp Timberley, us as a nonprofit relying on people to give, and the 531 Fund being a big part of that through this event, is really sending kids to our camp and giving them sometimes life-changing experiences on our soil for our summer camps and our outdoor education or other programs. So how is that, how have you personally been impacted, or how has that made you feel that in this partnership with the 531 Fund, it's not only giving kids a great experience at this event, but also is creating further experiences at Camp Timberley?
I had the opportunity to go through and tour Camp Timberley, and I was surprised at how massive camp was. When your executive director took me around, Todd, and he took me around on the golf cart, and I think you were with us too. I was just surprised at like how big the camp is and how much you offer. Like horseback riding, what kid doesn't want a horseback ride? So, and like your science department, and just like all the different things that you had. It was fun to go into your I don't know what you call your mess hall, your cafeteria,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but where all the kids were eating, and like seeing them all like chatting and having fun, and so to see joy on kids' faces and to be able to experience what camp is like and make friends. And I think if I remember right, I think Todd mentioned like cell phones aren't a thing out there, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't.
Correct. No cell phones. On grounds for the kids. Yep.
So I mean, and like, so they're forced, to be able to, to like interact and be able to enjoy really what camp is all about, right?
Yes, yeah.
Connections and making friends and learning about yourself, and I mean, with it being a Christian camp, learning about God, and just building those relationships. I'm sure once they've made some great friends, they want to come back, future years to see their friends again, right? But I mean, you guys are doing great work out there, and we're very honored, as a board and 531 Fund to be able to support something so great. So
and I think it's with events like the balloon adventure, it's such a cool way for Camp Timberley to get out of our little camp space, because it's busy all year round.
Yes.
We have summer camps, we have outdoor education, we have winter camps, and through an event like this in March, we're able to share a little bit about what we're doing, and that we're here in East Troy, we're here in the community, and just to come say hi, come learn a little bit about what all the things that Camp Timberley's doing, and like you said, doing for young people. So again, it's a great opportunity that we're very blessed by, in partnership with the 531 Fund as well. So why should families come to the balloon adventure specifically?
Well, one would be that you're supporting a great cause, obviously. But it also is a family event, and it's creating community. It's creating family memories, and
I know for me, at when I visited the balloon adventure last year with my son, who was like 6 months old, and he got to hold the little balloon, so he wasn't grabbing and touching all the other balloons. Just seeing his face and his reactions to these giant, at that time, these giant sea creatures that he's probably seeing on the TV shows or whatever, to see him in balloon form, it just brings it to another level of like, oh, this is fun that you don't see every day, and it doesn't happen every day, events like this. So to be able to go and to take your kid and get to see how it's impacting and changing them, again, it's just special to share those moments with them. So I talked about some of the challenges with leading something like this, but what do you love most about leading this event and really getting it to see it come to fruition every year?
I think for me, it's the impact that it makes in the community. So not only are we supporting a great charity, but we are also getting to to connect with our community. We're able to connect with people from outside our community, people who may not know what the 531 Fund is and how, what we support. Prior to this, hopefully we'll leave knowing like, hey, this is a great organization. They support other nonprofits in the area through their events. So that is, that is important to me. It's important to me that, that the community sees that we're making an impact, and that, the money that we raise is going to a good cause.
Absolutely. Let's talk about, I want to make sure that we hit on, when is the balloon adventure? When are the dates? When are the times that people can sign up? Are tickets available? All those types of questions.
So tickets are available on our website, 531fund.org, or you can Google the Balloon Adventure Lake Geneva, and our website should come up. Tickets are on sale now. The event starts March 19th through the 29th. We are closed on that Monday. in between those, the 9th and the 19th and the 29th. Tickets are going to be cheaper purchase online. If you buy them at the door, they are $5 per ticket more. So I highly recommend that you take advantage of the discount and purchase tickets online. But yeah, I mean, and we have links to the individual events that we talked about as well.
Yeah.
The one that we did not talk about is the bar crawl that we have for the adults.
Yeah.
And we have a fun event for adults as well. You know, this event is not just for children. A lot of adults love it too. And so we do have like a special event for them. It's our adventure pub crawl, which you go through the balloon adventure, and then we send you on your way into Lake Geneva on a shuttle, and you get to go hang out in some of the local restaurants and bars in Lake Geneva. But yeah, so I mean, it's like tickets are on sale now.
Yeah.
Just go to our website, 531fun.org, or Google the Balloon Adventure.
Definitely look it up. Look it up for photos if you need some convincing. You'll see a lot of crazy balloon structures, and definitely come on out. It will be a great time. It's great for all ages. A lot of events that are coming up. So definitely recommend it. And if you're coming because you know about Camp Timberley, definitely come. This supports us and supports what we're doing with sending kids to camp and getting kids to our soil. This is a big fundraising opportunity for Camp Timberley as well. So if you're passionate about that, you want to get kids to come to Camp Timberley, this is also a way that you can directly support that and also get the benefit of seeing some really cool balloon structures.
That's right.
For your families or for you. So definitely encourage you coming on out and come to check it out. Tickets are available now.